Okay, we are live again. I'm showing we are green checked on Facebook. So if you guys wouldn't mind, if you're already logged in, go ahead and share the broadcast again. That's my guy right there. What's your name?
First.
Who dared you to do that? Nice. I knew it.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Good things always happen from a dare.
Yeah.
So don't change.
No, ever. Also, hey, this can go south if you're taking dares from girls. Okay. That's when James Janning dared me. It was a girl in kindergarten to jump off the fort. Her name was James.
James? Was it girl?
Yes.
Sure about that?
Yeah. This was way before today's times.
Okay.
This is in 1985. 1985.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Dared me to jump off the top of the fort. I did and broke my foot trying to impress a girl. It never goes well, 6'7" guy.
Ruined his football career.
But you do have a nickname now, 6'7" kid. Okay. Your kid's 6'7". So if you turn into a rapper, it's fantastic. Okay. So, Coach, we spent the whole first 15 minutes. How'd you get here to Lake Belton? You opened up an entire athletics program during COVID, let alone football. You started with 9th and 11th, and then each year progressed up a grade, correct?
Yeah, started with 9th and 10th.
9th and 10th, sorry, 9th and 10th, and then 11th and 12th grade. 12th is seniors for all of you high school students out there. Josh and I like to make getting to know people a little bit more of a game.
Of course.
Okay. Because I think it's all polish when a lot of times you see these coaches shows. You know, if it's Nick Saban, I have you up there. Okay. But my kid hasn't played one game for you yet. So it could go from Nick Saban to
Bill Parcells or Mike McCarthy.
There you go. A little more Mike McCarthy. So, Coach, what is your favorite? We're going to ask you, Josh and I are going to alternate series of questions.
Rapid fire questions.
Yep. We ask you to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
So help you God.
You seem like an honorable man. My attorney is here present. Coach, what is your favorite college and pro football team?
Ohio State for college, which is why our helmets look similar to them. And then pro would be the Texans because I am a Houston guy.
I did not expect that. I knew Ohio State, but he's an Aggie season ticket holder.
I know.
Gig'em A&M. I think he may need his own table and sit a little away from us next time.
I thought this was going well.
I did too. Now,
and then he brought up Ohio State.
But I do love the Ohio State unis. So having kids that play there, it's
okay.
It's good.
Whatever. It's whatever, man.
Coach,
okay, Coach, what is your favorite Buc-ee's road trip snack and drink?
So you stop the bus in Bastrop. Sure. Okay. What are you
drinking? This will happen all year, by the way. I'll ask you a question. Jared will jump in, interrupt.
Yeah.
He'll feel like he needs to further explain the very simple, very basic question. He'll probably give you what he thinks, what his idea is, and then you'll have 10 seconds to answer.
By the way, I wrote the damn questions.
Yeah.
All of them.
Is that why you interrupted immediately?
I'm also literally the middleman.
I didn't read perfectly exactly what you said on the run sheet. So, Coach, what's your favorite Buc-ee's road trip snack and drink?
So the pecans with sugar on them that are roasted, and then you have to get a Slurpee with it as well.
What flavor Slurpee?
Coke Slurpee.
Oh, look at my guy.
Question.
Totally. Just when I thought Ohio State was going to derail it, he totally redeems himself.
The only thing better would have been a cherry Coke Slurpee, but you don't find it everywhere, especially in a movie theater. Okay, terrible. Coach, fill out your dream foursome for golf. So it's you.
So if you're playing golf, Coach, and there's 4 people playing golf.
I hate this guy.
There's a foursome usually in golf. You're one of the 4, so only 3 others.
So pick out you and which 3 other people. I usually ask this question, dead or alive, and then somebody in the comments or Josh says, how are you going to play golf with dead people?
Kind of hard to play golf with dead people.
Okay. But you know what I mean. So it can be 3 dead or alive people. Obviously not a Weekend at Bernie's thing.
Sure. So, all right, first one's got to be Tiger Woods because he's not bad at golf. In his prime, though, not now.
Yeah, prime
back.
Especially before he was a horrible father and husband. Yeah.
Second one would be Nick Saban. because he's got some time on his hands to be able to play.
Yes.
And then the third one would actually be my papap, which is my grandfather on my mom's side. But there's still a club in my golf bag that I use at least once a round. That's an actual 3-wood from probably 1978. And so every time I get an opportunity to go play golf, he loved the game, and that reminds me of him.
Like the old true persimmon wood. Like it is made out of wood.
Its sweet spot is not very big. I will say that right
About
now.
the size of a dime, usually.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will tell you, our celebrity golf foursomes are very different. Mine was, if I remember, Willie Nelson, Matthew McConaughey, and Bert Kreischer, my favorite comedian, who would never be able to come on this podcast.
No.
Josh,
never.
who were your three?
God.
I didn't have a dad either, so that's why I didn't choose my dad.
Okay. I thought you were going to play the crickets.
I did. I mishit the wrong
Oh,
button.
there we go. I think George W. Bush makes his way into any of my
That's true.
foursomes or threesomes or, oh, that sounded weird. For golf.
Keeping it classy.
Sometimes you get paired with a single,
That's
a
true.
guy that's playing by himself on a Saturday morning, getting away from his wife and kids. I would never do that. I love my
Neither.
wife and kids.
I want to spend more time on the golf course with my wife and kids. Actually.
Yeah. I feel like
Does she
my
agree with
commentary
that?
on the show is going well.
She's
Definitely.
drinking in the back and not
Like,
paying
cancel.
attention. That's how
Like,
most.
hey.
Yeah, that's how most conversations go.
Yeah. It was George W. And then I have such a struggle because I love like the young guys like Justin Thomas, Jordan Spieth, like Ricky Fowler, like guys with personality that play well. I don't like Tiger Woods. I actually like Tiger better now after he's had a fall from grace and come back, and like you hear some of the funny stories of like how he talks trash to the young guys, and I like him better now than I did when he was just winning all the time. But Scotty Scheffler's winning all the time now, and he's way more likable than Tiger was back then. I think Tiger back then was just unemotional and just like all about business, and it was no fun. And he like, it was just, I was way more of a Phil Mickelson guy.
Are you saying that now because Scotty went to jail?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. He's got way more street cred. He's like me, like tons of street cred.
And he's also
Yeah.
been to our church down the road.
That's
So,
true.
He's
Shout
another.
out Vista Church.
Hey, Scotty and I have a lot in common. We've both been to jail.
Yeah.
And we've both been to Vista Church.
That's true. You both have like kind of patchy beards.
Yeah. Coach, have you ever been in jail? This is not one of the questions.
I have not.
That I was going to say, as your attorney, I'd recommend you not answer that question. He can neither confirm nor deny your question, sir. Move on.
Allegedly is not. Okay, Coach, what is your go-to Starbucks order?
So I am not a coffee drinker. So whatever Allison texts me to get for her, then that's what I'll get.
So are you no coffee at all? Not even like from your own coffee pot at home?
How does that happen?
Do you have a morning drink that you like? Do you do like soda or like an energy drink?
There's like a Spark type supplement that'll take
Advocate. Hey, shout out
twice a-
Advocare.
Okay.
They still
okay.
sell Advocare?
We are looking for a sponsor of this pod, so keep your hands to yourself until you're ready to come to the pod with money. Allison, this is true. He does not drink any kind of coffee. What's your go-to coffee order?
Wow, this is super entertaining radio right
My
now.
gosh.
Let's get to know you a little bit. I just like a black.
Yeah, black coffee. No double soy latte, caramel with easy ice.
It would take 35 minutes to walk through my wife and 3 daughters' orders at Starbucks because there are so many words. I feel like they make up stuff half the time
Stuff. They make
for me
up
to
stuff.
say just to see if I'll say it. Somehow they know what they want. I don't know.
I did start putting funny names when they ask your name, so they have to call it out there. This next question from Josh, he wrote it. I did not.
Okay. I'm waiting for you to interrupt me. What is your favorite we'll start with your favorite. What is your favorite thing that your wife cooks for dinner?
By the way, if you see Cope looking that
directly
way,
right.
that's where Allison
wife
is
is
hidden
over
stage
there.
right.
Yeah. Favorite thing that she cooks.
So the chicken fried steak she makes or chicken fried steak fingers is awesome.
Okay. What is your least favorite thing that your wife cooks?
Don't look at her.
That's a tough question.
Oh, there's so many of them that are
No,
terrible.
there's not. That's the problem.
Wow.
Everything is actually delicious.
Didn't see that.
You heard
coming.
it here first. Cope hates
Yeah.
his wife's cooking.
Yes.
All of it except for chicken bread steak fingers.
And I'll hear about this later, so I appreciate that.
Welcome to our podcast.
There you go.
world.
That's what we do.
Yes.
We see how much trouble we can get each other in for the later conversation.
I appreciate you considering this.
Yeah, you're
Bringing me
welcome.
on.
You do
He's
have
not
to
going to
answer.
answer.
Nope,
He's going
he
to
has
sit
to
there.
answer.
He's smart.
I'll tell you mine and my kids.
I'll tell you my worst thing that your wife
Worst
makes.
things that my wife makes. Whenever we see the crock pot come out on the counter at 7:30 in the morning, my kids start texting me, "Hey, Dad, can we get dinner on the way home?"
And
I'm
then
gonna
your
leave it
kids
there.
start texting me, "Hey,
Yeah.
UJ, what are y'all having for
Yeah.
dinner?"
Can we come over?
Yeah.
So I'd probably go with the crock pot pork chops.
Crock pot pork chops. He hates them, Allison.
Seems like such a great
There it
idea.
is.
Just never quite works out.
Yeah, you're definitely going to hear about that later.
Mhm.
Brian, will you please give Mom a hug for me right now?
Oh, she says you're having it every game day from here on out.
Yeah.
Look forward to it.
You have just earned the right to eat it for every meal the next 3 weeks.
That's right. Coach, last get to know you, Cope, and then we're going to talk a little football, okay? What's your favorite non-football sport?
Baseball. I grew up loving baseball. But once the ball, about my 10th grade year, started moving a little fast and curving, my batting average went way down. So that's kind of where it went. But I did play baseball all throughout high school. The other one would actually be tennis because I had a blast playing that when I was younger as well.
Do you play tennis in your older years now?
No, but Ryan and I do venture out to the pickleball courts because that seems more my age right
There
now.
we go. Pickleball is a great equalizer. A lot shorter, less talent needed.
Yeah.
It's perfect for Jared.
He's going to work in as many short jokes as he can with me.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I think I'm as tall as Coach Cope, at least with my hat on.
I disagree.
So we do want to talk a little bit of football. So when we ventured out and reached out to you through the Bear, actually, I think the Bear is the one who put us in contact. We did a coach's show in Georgetown for a good buddy of ours, Chuck Griffin, down there, and it was just a lot of fun. But what we want to do, we do want to talk about the sports that are in season. We're going to have some other coaches, both football and volleyball coaches, cheer coaches. We'll get to spring sports. We'll get to soccer in the winter. Baseball, obviously, all of the things. But what we want to do is we want to talk a little football each week while we're in season with you about your opponent. This next pod that we do after this week, whether it's Labor Day or the week after, we'll kind of have a game review, what went right, what went wrong, maybe highlight some players. That's when we'll start inviting some student athletes on the podcast with us. Josh and I will only give them questions that they have one-word answers to, because that's all you're going to get out of them. And if it's anything like any of my kids, it's good is the answer to most things.
We'll hopefully avoid any questions that might be responded to by 6'7".
Yes. Where's our 6'7" kid?
God, I was setting him up. Oh,
Say
he
it.
raised his hand. I'm still here.
Anytime you hear us say 6'7", you're supposed to go 6'7".
There we go.
There it is. So you have A&M Consolidated this Friday. You're starting with an away game, okay? But it's a team that I think you know very well. You come from that land. Tell us a little bit about A&M Consolidated, maybe what they do well or what you're scouting. I don't want to get into game plan specifics because what you'll find, Cope, this podcast is going to blow up, and then all of your opponents are going to tune in just to see what you'll give up for the next week's game. So tell us a little bit about A&M Consolidated, what we can expect to see on their side of the ball for Friday.
Yeah, last year they went 3 rounds deep in the playoffs. They return, I believe it's 6 starters on offense and 4 on defense. They're going to try to run the ball and manage the game that way. Their quarterback can also run, so we got to be able to stop him and really kind of fly to the football and bring 8-9 guys to the party. And then also be able to manage their pass game, which they have 2 receivers that I think are pretty talented. One's a sophomore and one's a senior. Then on defense, they're going to be a 3-4 defense, and they're going to blitz every single play. Last year, I think we lost the battle up front and on the perimeter. And that's been a big emphasis this week. The theme of the week for us is fast and physical. We started out period 1 today doing a physical drill. So we want to make sure that we can try to meet that for them. Of course, we got to get on a bus and drive and stop in Milano to eat pregame meal and then get to their field. And their locker room is a little bit further than what you would like for a visitor locker room, but you got to walk across the street. So it's a kind of a home field advantage for them. And we want to kind of rise up to the challenge. We think we have a really good opportunity. I had a really good practice today. So I think there's a good chance to go have some fun on Friday night.
So he said, eat a pregame meal in Milano. Where the hell do you eat in Milano?
I've been to Milano.
There's a
convenience
new
store.
Sefco right at the intersection of the road that you turn left and then you turn right on. That's about it. Where are you going to eat in Milano, Coach?
So when you open a new school, you find all kinds of different gas stations to try to travel to. Because you got to remember when we opened, we played down in Poteet. We played up in Fort Worth. We played in Houston at Saturday at noon. We traveled anywhere and everywhere. So we figured out ways to stop. We look like a kind of NASCAR pit crew. So we have Chick-fil-A sandwiches and waters and chips. And they just go down the road, get it, eat their food. We take about 20 minutes. And we'll get on a bus and try to get to the stadium 2 hours ahead so the kids can go walk the field, kind of get the nervousness out, play catch. There's some intense games of walk ball that take place. And it's kind of fun for them to have a good little time.
So you take your own food. You're not relying. Okay.
We're not relying on the Sefco in Milano.
Good.
For a second, I thought he was going to say his wife lines up about 58 crock pots
Crock-pot
and
pork
has
chops.
pork chops for everybody there. Do you have, what's a game day look like for you on this kind of thing? Arranging transportation all the way. Do you have any game day superstitions that you yourself or you get your coaches
Good
to
question.
kind of partake in?
So first off, I'll drive. So this trip, we have to drive the band, the cheer, the dance, and the 4 football buses. So we'll have 14 buses that will be driving to the game. Our coaches will be driving all of them, and that includes me as well. To be able
Class
to
C
help
license. There we go.
out. And so that's one of the things that if we get an opportunity to do, I think it's important because we want to make sure that everybody understands we're all in this together. I do have some black socks that somehow won me an important game quite a few years ago. So those all make it on the trip.
Do you wash them?
I do, only after a loss. And then we'll all have the same shirts on. Kids will have the same clothes. And then coaches will also wear the same black shirt that says different things year to year.
What is it this year?
It just says Bronco football, but it's black with gray. Sorry, there's no red in it on this one.
I know this is another color, but it's all I could get last minute with the cool retro design. Back when Josh and I played football, the 1-bar face masks.
I didn't actually play. I tried to kick one year because I was a soccer player.
No, you played football.
That didn't go well.
It was just a different kind of football.
It doesn't translate. The ball is shaped differently, and it's weird when you try to kick a soccer style kick with a football.
Well, I hope you're wrong because we got 2 soccer kids that are kickers for us this year.
They're probably just better
so
athletes.
Hopefully,
checks out.
Checks that you're wrong in this.
Yeah.
So I have termed Lake Belton High School as wide receiver U. I have a 9th grader who's a wide receiver. Okay?
Weird. It's not
So
self-serving at all.
I'm projecting a
Yeah.
little bit. Well, part of it that got me during the football parents meeting, you were talking about all the great college coaches who had come down your halls recruiting and who still do. And I know Micah Hudson was a big draw, 5-star wide receiver, I think a couple of years ago, right? Tell us a little bit about what we can expect without giving away anything to your opponents about Lake Belton football.
So I think this year we got a chance to be explosive on offense. We return Maverick Maddox, who threw for about 1,300 yards in 5 games last year. We also have the most talented receiving core that I've had since 2013 to go along with 3 really good running backs, 2 of which are also playing on the defensive side. And then our O-line, 2 starters return on there. But our young guys have really, really stepped up. So I think we have a chance. And we also have some really good backups that are going to give us depth and allow us time for kids to play both ways, especially in non-district, as we figure this team out and what they need. And then defensively, our 2 D linemen and Evan Lazat and Caleb Chandler have done a phenomenal job of leading. Gavin Owens as a senior linebacker, and then Braxton Cope and Gavin Stewart in the back end, I think are going to be really, really good. So excited. I think it's going to be a different brand of football. What was pretty cool today in my leadership meeting with we have 12 leaders, 9 senior captains and 3 underclassmen. One of the questions for them, which they take to their small groups tomorrow, is tell me the favorite team you've been on. And when 6 kids stand up and say, Coach, right now it's this team, and there's no doubt about it, means that we've kind of set the tone a little bit early to make sure we respond to. It was 7-4, but it's something that I consider right now to be a down year. And so we want to get back to playing a Lake brand of football.
I'll tell you what, he gets into this coach mode.
Yeah.
Like you see him flick the switch right there.
Yeah.
I'm kind of jazzed up.
I feel like I want to go play right now.
I think I have some eligibility.
We still got
left.
2 more practices to get ready for that blitz.
I don't
so
think
it's
your
okay.
knees have eligibility left, Jared. I think your knees are done.
There's a lot of things that are ineligible about my being.
Coach, question for you. How many, actually 2-part question. First part, I'm turning into Jared.
I won't answer either of them.
Yeah. How many games are on the schedule right now?
Aren't you sweet?
We got 10 right now. We have 3 non-district games. So we'll play at Consol on Friday. We'll play actually at Round Rock McNeil in Leander. That's a whole story in itself on a Thursday. And then we'll open up on September 11th with senior night against the Roos from Killeen. We'll take an off week. And then Rouse comes to town.
Okay. So 10 games on the schedule, bye week in the middle, 11 total games. When you, like in a situation like this, you had a good year last year. You said 7-4. You deemed it a little bit of a down year, which I get because you're a winner and winners win, and 4 losses is unacceptable.
Do better. That's what he's saying. Do
How many
better.
games?
That makes 2 of us that think that way right now.
How many games does it take you to kind of figure out where your team's at, where your players are at, who's going to respond in what scenarios? Like, are you game 1 is all they get? Are you 3-4 games in before you really feel like you've got a feel for where your guys are at, where you're going to excel, what you're going to do? Walk through that a little bit.
I think it takes 2 games. The first one you're dealing with a lot of kids who are playing either in new spots or for the first time under Friday Night Lights. There will be 6,000 people there this Friday. And then I think game 2, that's where your biggest growth takes place, not only in offense, defense, but also in special teams and also in maturity because the kids know what's kind of going on. So after that, it's the first 2 years of playoff football, we only had 2 non-district games. So we rocked and rolled. But I think that's kind of where you get to see who can handle it, who can't. When you have 291 kids, you have a lot of competition in a program. Sometimes it's good versus good. Sometimes it's medium versus medium. Sometimes it's not so good versus not so good, but it's still competition. And so you're kind of trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together. So after 2 games, you kind of see what's going on, and then you're just trying to now make sure they understand that we have to continue on the upward trajectory. We can't just be where we are, and we can't take anybody lightly.
If you, 2 more, I've got 1 and then Josh has 1. If you could say, we understand that the key metrics for a coach is wins and losses, right? But if there was a key metric that at the end of the season, you're at the football banquet and everything that pointed to a successful season, what are some of those things that you look for? Maybe along the way, maybe it is after a little reflection after the season. But what is it that says this season was a success, whether we went all the way to state, whether we went 2 rounds deep? What does that look like for Lake Belton?
I think it depends on the grade. I think for seniors, it's making sure that they have the very best experience possible, but you kind of judge them 10 years down the road. What kind of husbands and dads are they going to be? What kind of growth have they shown throughout the program? Because kids change every year. Kids mature. Sometimes they immature. But I think that's important. For underclassmen, I think it's the growth that they show throughout that offseason as they start to understand. And kids nowadays, they change every year, as I said, but it also clicks for them sometimes different. I had a kid at Consol that it clicked for him when he walked on Blinn Junior College's campus, and it took him a while. We have another kid who's on our leadership council who last year received 0 votes from players and coaches, and this year he was the 3rd leading vote getter. To me, that's growth. That means that we've poured into that kid and made sure and given him opportunities to be successful, and that kids do change. And I think you see that throughout. So it kind of depends on the grade to what determines success.
I love that your response had so many other things, not just related to actual playing time. I was the guy who didn't have as much talent. I had to outwork everybody. I had to out hustle everybody. You were never going to outwork me. Maybe didn't play a whole lot, but in practices, I was there 100%. And I love that your metrics don't just rely on who scored the most TDs, who had the most PT, whatever. Husbands, fathers, good teammates, growth that's not just related to stats is super cool.
And I'll tell you, it's great as a dad of a kid in your program, and a daughter who will be in the athletic program when she's in high school, because I think that's it as business owners, right? Just like you said too, it's whether it's a bar or restaurant, whether it's as a dad, a husband, growth is that defining metric. One last question, football related, and then we play the inaugural version of What Does It Mean? Okay. I put it out there on the promo post just so you know what
I
you were
look
getting.
forward to the opportunity to screwing this up.
Okay. Have you selected your captains? And how do you select your captains?
So we have the seniors get to vote, and they pick, I think this year they picked 6 seniors and 2 juniors. And then the coaches also select the same. And so it depends kind of on how the vote lies. But this year we have 9 senior captains and 3 juniors, and those form our leadership group. Our leadership meets with me on Monday. It starts with it starts with our lock-in, which was last Friday night. And those 9 leaders have a small group. So that's where they get to kind of have their own little captains and get to kind of lead in a small group as you're trying to teach them how to lead in a bigger way. My small group is with our 12 leaders. And then tomorrow they'll have the same questions that start. And so they'll get to meet with them and a coach specifically to be able to talk through it. I think our lock-in is one of the very best things that we do. We get up there and I talk for a few minutes. They break into their small groups. Each one of the leaders, the coach starts and then the leader goes next. But they got to talk about their 3 H's. So their hero, what's their football highlight, and then tell us a hardship that's going on in your life. And with the coach going first, we tell them to be genuine as possible. We want them to break the wall down and be able to have honest conversations, which I think is very, very important.
I just wrote that down. We're going to
Hero, highlight, hardship.
We are
awesome.
starting a new. Well, we can't promo Watch Us Drink on here, right?
No.
No, but we're starting a new one on there that's called Hero, Highlight, and Hardship. That's awesome. Do the captains get to choose the uniform combinations?
That's the last decision they made today before I left to come over here, and they are. Sometimes it's a battle. Sometimes it was unanimous. Today it was unanimous on what they will wear.
Can you tell us?
No, don't tell us.
You're not driving your ass to Consolidated to watch.
That is a special moment for those who do drive their blank to Consolidated, sir. It's PG-13.
All right, I'll just mute your microphone and just say it out loud, real loud. Fine. Okay.
Kids will find out Friday morning when they get their stuff.
There we go. Can we, on this podcast, break the uniform combination of every Friday? No, but I'm going to leave that special with you.
We can if we win. How about that?
Oh, little motivation for the team. I like it.
I do think it's cute that you think we'll have a podcast if you lose. Nope. Nope. Losing weeks. Nope.
That'll probably actually get more viewers to see what I have to say.
Yeah, there will be a lot more comments.
We might need to turn the comments off depending on how it goes.
100%.
Listen, cookies are for winners, okay?
That's true. That's true. Okay. I promoted this on social media. I love seeing a lot of your athletes here.
Yeah. I'll have to hear about it tomorrow morning.
I expect more. Well, I've seen some of them in our golf simulator up there, so I know who they are. You better not have been the one to break this.
I was going to say, definitely not one of these guys that broke the golf simulator.
He's got a great swing. It wasn't him.
Okay.
So, Coach, we're going to play a game called What Does It Mean? Josh and I are going to give you a slang word that we've heard from either our own kids or the kids that work for us or on TikTok. Okay? We're going to ask you.
Or on TikTok, because we have so much time to scroll TikTok and figure out what the kids are saying these days.
Dude, I spend a lot of time on the toilet, man.
Yeah.
It's TikTok time.
Makes one of us.
You know, you have Belton High School has Tiger Time. What do y'all call it, Coach?
Team time.
Team time. I call it toilet time.
Okay.
It's where we get our extra work done.
This is where we get canceled.
That's true. So we're going to give you a word, ask you to define it. Okay? We're starting it off easy.
Thanks.
Coach, what does drip mean?
That's how good you're going to look on a Friday night with all your accessories. And some of those kids in the audience will have a lot more accessories than some kids not in the audience. But they need to make sure, because if you look good, you play good.
I think Dion said it best.
Hang-
Look good, feel good, play good.
Hang on.
Please
Can we-
continue your applause when I don't know what the answer is.
Can we stop down just for a second and talk about how much I hate drip when you're playing?
So,
Come
Coach,
on. No, you can boo all you want. I don't want to see your damn necklace hanging out. I don't want to see all your earrings and all your BS. Like, I want you to freaking play football. I want you to make a good play, get up, pat your teammate on the butt, go back to the huddle. That's what I'm talking about. That's my kind of football. I'm not the drip football.
So
This
Coach,
guy is all show, no substance.
here's what
I'm
you
all
get with
substance,
us.
no show.
You
I go to
get-
work with a lunchbox. This guy has
You get.
crap delivered in like a beignet box so that he can like have chopsticks and stuff for lunch.
By the way, I wore my Lake Belton podcast.
See, look
chain.
at him.
Yep. So I have been known to choose form over function, style over substance on occasion. I was also a receiver and a cornerback. Okay. So yes, I still bring a lunchbox. Now my lunchbox,
don't.
I painted solid gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're the
And-
guy who spray painted his cleats gold.
I did intramural field at Maryhood Baylor right down the street. I'm impressed that you know what it means, but don't hate the drip, bro.
Listen, can't stand the
Don't-
drip.
Don't hate it. You'd rather look bad and win than look
Yep.
good and lose.
100% because winners win. That's
Yes.
what we do.
But it's better when the winners look good. That's
Doesn't
why
matter.
I'm here.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay, coach. Next question. What does cap mean?
That means to get onto somebody or make fun of them.
Is he right?
Like, really, like if I say something and somebody disagrees, they're like, that's cap.
Yeah.
That's cap. It's not true.
Like they're
You're
lying.
or you're saying the wrong thing. It's cap.
So if someone
Remember,
said,
I'm not in a classroom. I'm dealing with parent issues.
Don't distance already.
Okay.
We're on question 2.
Well played.
We're on the second word.
well played.
I'm well aware, and if I go 1 for 9,
All right. You're 1-1.
I am the guy that finds these words on TikToks and uses them in front of my kids to try and embarrass them. Okay. So sometimes if I think they're joking, so it's like, no kidding, you're lying. I smell cap. Like if they tell me something that doesn't
You smell
add
that?
up right,
Smell that?
yeah, smell cap.
Yeah. It smells like cap.
It's like when your players come up to you and are like, Coach, your hair looks good today. You should wear a hat less. Like,
Probably not.
no, I smell cap.
I smell cap.
Okay.
Just a reminder, I have a 6-year-old, so we're not on this slang term.
Oh, okay.
Not
For me
yet.
to learn.
Yeah,
I'm now
yeah.
giving you multiple excuses.
You'll be there.
Allison, are you writing these down though so he can be cool? I get this next word more from my daughter than anybody else. We're talking or I say something and she goes, bruh. B-R-U-H. What does bruh mean?
Doesn't like what was said or thinks it's kind of stupid from time to time.
There you go. Yeah. Nail on the head. Perfect.
She was here and I hope Chloe's here somewhere. I hope she heard that. Okay. You
All right.
said this next one a minute ago, but in different context.
What does it mean to lock in?
Means to get focused and get ready to go.
Look at him. He's 3-1 right now.
3-1.
3-1, ladies and
3-1.
gentlemen. No cheers at all from the audience. There we go. Now we're talking. Now they're fired up.
Okay. But
3-1.
But now, Coach, they only get more and more difficult. And I see you trying to peek. Nobody likes cheaters. Nobody likes cheaters.
Also, though, if you need to peak to win, that's fine. At least you win.
Okay, here we go. Coach, what does it mean to have Riz? Why-
I have
why did
absolutely
everybody-
no clue, and so they can answer it out there in the audience.
Teenagers, y'all want to give him some help? What's it mean to have Riz? What is it?
Did you see Will Phillips just defeat? His shoulder slumped. He just started shaking his head. Nothing.
Will, what is it? Do you not have any? Yeah.
Yeah.
We called
okay.
it game.
You got game.
We got
there
game.
we go. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dan Stahl's now standing up on the table, yelling at
knew it.
everybody who didn't know the answer.
Only a matter of time till
That's what I'm
Dan
talking
Stahl
about.
stood up on a table.
That's what I'm talking about. All right.
Yep.
Oh, that was hurtful.
So the Riz Master, the Risley Bear,
The Grizzly Bear, the Wizard of
Yeah.
Oz.
means to have attractive qualities to the opposite sex.
We may or may not have shirts printed that we wear from time to time that say Wizard of Oz
and Risley Bear.
Bear.
I'm the Risley Bear. He's the Wizard of Oz. Use it with your wife. Practice all these words on Allison first before you take them to the locker room. Okay.
I don't think that's going to end well.
I'm so worried about the pork chops right now.
Well, speaking of, what does the word chopped mean? They're all laughing.
This is a new one. I just found this one today.
Chopped.
For me, it's got to be something related to food, but I doubt that that's the answer.
Boys, y'all want to help him? What does chopped mean? So, quarterback. And why are quarterbacks just prettier than all the other players? See,
Because of the drip that he
Reese is all
wears.
dripped out. He's got his
Disagree.
hair fresh, highlighted. Looks like a little perm in there. Does he perm his hair? Yeah. Man, put you on blast too.
We'll discuss that in quarterback film.
There it
tomorrow morning.
is.
Thank you.
There it is.
Thank you, Coach.
So, Reese, what does chopped mean? Someone not that good looking.
They're chopped.
They're chopped. So,
Jared chopped.
Josh
I
chopped.
beat you to it.
You
Doesn't
did,
mean
damn it.
anything. I already beat you to it.
Okay. You ready? Quit trying to look ahead. You're an educator, coach.
This next
right.
one you have to say with like how it
Yes.
sounds.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday.
A what?
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. Anybody?
This is my favorite segment of the whole show.
Not mine. No clue.
It's not that it doesn't mean anything. Do you want to answer? Who's the lineman / linebacker looking kid over there in the very back?
He said,
So
wow.
He's a tight end receiver.
Tight end receiver?
Receiver?
Nice. Stand up.
Get
You're not
that
a
man the
receiver.
ball.
Stand up.
Get
Stand up.
him the ball. Let's go.
He doesn't have enough chains on to be a receiver.
Hey, listen.
Us receivers, come
He's
on.
my kind of receiver. He's got some weight to him. He's going to bowl over people when he gets the ball.
He's got that chin dimple, that
Dude,
all-American kid kind of thing.
He's a Jay Novacek. Okay. He's a Jason Witten.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Are any of your athletes going to ever come here again? Yeah, you have to make them.
Maybe not on
still
Monday
out.
nights.
So you usually see this on a TikTok where somebody is on vacation and the vacation is going horribly wrong. So there will be plays where the punter, the long snap to a punter goes over his head. Defense recovers for a touchdown. That would be nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. Okay, I guess we didn't land on that one.
Where's the crickets?
This
button?
one, yeah. I'll own that. This next one,
Next one. Coach, what does skibbity mean? What's another word that goes with skibbity?
Skibbity, Ohio.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
Yeah.
Toilet.
Skibbity toilet. You did get it with an assist
Yep.
from the kiddo.
Skibbity, Ohio toilet.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's a thing. Boys, do you want to tell him what skibbity is? Most of the rest of these don't mean one specific thing.
This is a funny thing, though. It's like, this is a lingo. This is a term. We all say it, and you're like, okay, what does it mean? They're like, oh. Like, no. If you say it, words have meaning. Words are my trade.
They are. He's an attorney.
Yeah. So words matter. If you're going to say words, you need to know what they mean. But so many of these are like a feeling or like a gist or an idea.
So skibbity came from a song, but it was made famous on TikTok from a giant dude that eats Indian food. And the Indian restaurant owner brings out this giant plate, and he's a big, big boy. And the song goes, skibbity boom, 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 skibbity boom. Anybody?
Can we record
anybody
that
else
and
on
use
TikTok
it as a
here?
meme later?
Okay, coach, here we go. This one's easy. Sigma. So you can use it as in the kids nowadays would say, what the sigma?
And I can't answer that on this podcast.
Okay. So there's an alpha, which alpha is exactly what it is. Guy who thinks highly of himself, not afraid to say how highly of himself he thinks he is, but alpha, just an alpha dude. A sigma is a humble alpha, but it's used completely out of context by kids. And they just say, what the sigma?
Because they don't know Greek.
Nope. Okay. Here's the one that let us all off. Are you
Everybody
ready?
knows. Wow. Rosenbaum just ruined it for me. What does 6'7" mean, Coach?
So has absolutely no meaning. It's just something to yell out from time to time.
There you go.
That's it.
Perfect.
That's it.
It to me, it's like when we as kids used to say poop.
Yep.
No meaning, no context, just yell out poop. People would laugh. 6'7", same crap.
Same thing. And apparently you do this with your hands.
Yeah, 6'7".
6'7".
6'7".
Yes, ma'am.
We have a question.
We're not
from the
supposed to take
audience.
questions
I don't know
from
if this
the
is approved
audience.
or not. We'll see.
No. We had to go through red tape.
There has been, and it's a 3XL jersey, and we don't have anybody that needs to wear a 3XL jersey at this time.
Can we
It's-
please let Dan Stahl wear that 6'7" jersey in the stands? Please.
It's a
Let him-
sizing thing.
Yes.
There could be a possibility.
Okay. Coach, what is, oh, is this yours? This is yours. No, that one's
no.
6'7".
I did 6'7". Yeah.
What does aura mean? have
Just
aura.
your overall, like what surrounds you, making sure that you're kind of it and have a chance to be really great.
He's back in the win column.
He nailed it. He nailed
Back
it.
in the win
I
column.
don't know if he's in the win column. He's like 3 and 9
50% right
but-
now. I'll take.
Yeah.
Some people would say max aura, like if you're really maxing out your aura. Okay, Josh?
All right, Coach. What does it mean to throw a fit?
That was me today, this afternoon.
Oh,
You're using the old school version. Right now, Reese, stand up. So right now, Reese is throwing a fit. He's got his fit right. He's matching. He's got the Nike socks and slides. He's got his 2 chains, his Jerry curl blonde hair going on. He's throwing a fit.
I don't think you can say that on TV.
You can. So it's about what you're wearing, but you're doing it really well. So you're
Debatable.
throwing a fit. The type of fit that you threw earlier today was probably not that. Okay, last one to finish the game of what does it mean? What does it mean to crash out?
Means to just get really upset and be done and move on, and especially in tough situations, get away.
How many times on the sidelines in any given game do you crash out?
There's a lot of times I got to walk away for a little while, take a deep breath, and move on. Just like we tell the kids, you got to have a short-term memory. Same with coaching.
Like a goldfish, if you're a Ted Lasso fan. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Coach a big round of applause for his first ever What Does It Mean? I think he went 4-11.
Yeah, basically like the Cowboys.
Yeah.
That's why I'm a Texans fan.
Wow.
Now, things are getting personal, man. Things are getting real personal for me. And I know you're a Cowboys fan too.
Ish.
Okay, we have just a couple of minutes left. We're going to finish this with a new game called This or That. It's much easier. You don't have to cheat on this one.
Good.
Okay?
So great example. So on a vacation, mountains or beach?
Beach.
Beach. See, it's like what's in your heart? Like, what do you feel? That's the answer.
Yep. Okay. In person, college football or pro football?
College football. No doubt. I work on Sundays. So
Okay. Tailgate game, washers or cornhole?
cornhole.
Agreed. Washers sucks.
Nope, I'm exact opposite. I'm just older than both of these guys up here. So when you get a Folgers can
Way
with
older.
large washers and you can put those things in the ground, it's about washers. Whitman family reunion. Man. Stadium food, this or that. Nachos or glizzies? You know-
Nachos.
Do you know what glizzies are?
No, so that's why I'm choosing nachos.
Okay. They're hot dogs.
Got it.
Don't ask me where that came from, but they will always be known as glizzies.
Nachos with jalapenos.
What are you?
Bro, nachos. But I'm sans jalapenos.
No.
I don't like for my poop to burn later, so I don't like the jalapenos.
Sometimes the burning poop is worth it, especially if it's jalapenos on nachos.
Disagree. Now, actually, you want to one up? You talk about what I used to eat at high school lunch every day at the original Belton High School back in 1995 through 97. And you get your nachos with the canned cheese on it. And then you take a giant scoop of taco meat. You put it right on top of that. Eat that every day. It's good for you.
And
It's still offered at the lunchroom.
And it's still fantastic.
Easy cheese is still there in the big vat of warming. There's nothing better. But do you know what doesn't taste good anywhere but a ballpark? Those kind of nachos.
A glizzy,
Glizzies are great everywhere, bro.
disgusting.
I'll die on that hill. Coach, who has more drip, receivers or cornerbacks?
At Lake Belton High School, receivers do.
So they're more like on the diva level.
His receivers, yes.
They have some, yes.
By the way, at the
Okay.
scrimmage, and I know you can't condone this on public podcast radio, but I loved how chirpy your receivers got with the other team who was talking crap. Look at me. I said a non-curse word.
Yeah.
Who were talking crap at the other night at the scrimmage.
They had a physical mindset. That's what
Now
they gotta
listen,
have.
That was amazing.
I want to make a differentiation here because drip does not equal chirpy. Like chirpy to me is like a mindset. Like you know that you're a bad A. You're going to go out there. You're going to dominate. You're going to own it. They're going to have to come through you, like winner's mentality. That doesn't mean that you're wearing a necklace or a chain or an earring.
But it's still high school football, and I think the team who plays with the best effort and will also win the upfront and perimeter battles got a chance to win, no matter what the talent is that you're playing.
And I'll tell you though, like a confident guy, you can't be drippy and suck. Because
We have
then
that too.
Reese
Thank
is
you, Coach.
Reese is right here. Okay. Sorry, he's the only guy I really know his name. Okay.
We'll get to know these guys more
Yeah.
throughout the year. We'll have them on the
Yeah.
show a little bit if they earn it. I mean, I don't
They
know.
have to. Ooh,
Yeah.
what do they have to do to earn their way on the pod?
To be determined.
So
I will tell you,
already got a plan.
this
Already
is
got a
not a
plan.
participation trophy thing. You don't just get to show up and suck and still be on the show.
No, not at all.
But it's also not like a, favorites thing. Like you got to earn it. I'm an earn in guy. Why are you laughing at the comments?
Because Briscoe, one of our members and personal banker, said 411 is a good batting average.
Get you in the
Leave-
Hall of Fame in baseball.
Leave it to
Hall
baseball
of
games.
Famer in baseball.
Leave it to baseball guys to think 4 out of 11 is a good thing.
11.
Well, hey,
2 out of 5.
Coach, you successfully survived your first ever Lake Show podcast with Josh and Jared. Couldn't be more thankful for you going through all the hurdles to make this happen. I think it's going to be absolutely amazing. It's going to be a lot of fun keeping up with you, the team, the insights into all the opponents, the district, the school itself, getting other coaches and other student athletes here involved. We hope it's a mechanism for a really positive influence in the community where we can all kind of come together, which I know is a big piece of your heart and what you want to do with the families of everybody involved with Lake Belton Athletics. So thank you from the bottom of our heart. It was an absolute blast. We're not going to play What Does It Mean every week. Okay.
Or will we?
Or will
Maybe
we?
he's setting you up for next week. I want you to lower your guard, not be prepared.
That
I
means
don't-
I'm gonna have to download TikTok,
Uh-huh.
which is not something I have.
Don't do that, coach.
No.
Don't do it.
I'll tell you what, you can, once you
No,
download
'cause I'm not
TikTok,
gonna
you're going to
start
see
dancing
every
on
one of
media
these guys
day.
dance.
Or anything that way.
Every one of these guys dance. Yeah. And it's not pretty.
Should we have a dance off on one of the shows?
Should that be a
I feel like that was a
prerequisite
crowd pleaser.
to get on the pod is to film a dancing TikTok. It's only going to be quarterbacks, receivers, and corners.
Oh, there's some linemen in there.
Well, I was
too.
going to say, why are you hating on the linemen, bro?
I
Guys
did-
ready to go right now.
Kai, represent big
boy,
men everywhere,
He
baby.
looks like a lineman.
You're the heart
I
and
love
soul
that
of
guy
the team.
already.
Yeah. All right, Kai.
Okay.
Kai, you are the honorary number 67. Okay, for this podcast.
You've already changed your number once this year. You can't change it again.
Dang it, Kai.
All right.
Josh, any closing comments for Cope over here?
No, I had a great time. The sun finally set appropriately. It's a lot cooler out here. Every week that we do this, the sun will be more and more behind the building. So It's going to get more and more comfortable. More and more people can come in person.
Yep.
Hang out. The studio audience is a vibe. So come on.
And maybe I'll bring a fan next time to put just at least on us three.
Yeah.
Give that Beyonce thing going.
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah. Coach, last and final question. What does the word culture mean for this year's football team? What is the culture?
It's everything. It started last January for this group of kids. They've taken pride in it. They've had the very best Bronco Challenge, which is our team competition that they've ever had. They want to make this place great. They want to get back to where it's the Lake Show. But to do that, you got to be together. And so I can't wait to watch this group of young men, not only this season, but especially kicking off that season Friday night in Tigerland down in College Station. I know a bunch of people will stay the night and go to the Aggie game the next day. But until then, there's going to be a great show on Friday night, and make sure to get down there and go support these kids and these coaches who are going to do so much to go have a great year.
Man,
I love it.
another whoop, another Aggie. Fantastic, fantastic. Awesome. Cannot wait for, you're going to let us know, because we like to try and stay consistent, but next Monday is Labor Day, and I know any time off for you coaches especially is very small. So we may pick this thing up. Just stay tuned to social media accounts. And I think you're announcing it in your newsletter. Thank you for that, by the way. Awesome to see you guys. Thanks to our studio audience. Appreciate the Stalls and Rosenbaums reserving an entire table of 20 people here. Thanks to the players. Appreciate you guys coming out.
Good to
Whether
see
your
you guys.
parents are here and forced you to come, I don't care. It's awesome to show support. Yeah, so we're going to end it there. Ladies and gentlemen, the inaugural episode of The Lake Show, talking life and high school sports with Coach David Brian Cope.
All right.